Welcome into the Recruiting Roundup, powered by Rock and Refuel VarsityScout.com's Jason Jewell. I'm Jared Cohen. We're continuing to get you ready for the 2015 season. We've taken a break. We stopped at tight ends before spring evaluation period. Now we're picking it up again, and we're doing your specialty, Jason, offensive lineman. And since at the end of the day, offensive lineman is about the collective group, not just the individual, we're going to spotlight at first 5 teams that have great offensive line cores, starting with the Centennial Coyotes, who each and every year they've got a great offensive line core.
Yeah, their offensive line coach, Joe McDonald, does an absolutely phenomenal job, with his group of players, and this year's no exception. Before spring, I said that Centennial would have 3 football players, 3 offensive linemen that would have Division I scholarship offers, and I was right. So you look at Marshall Nathy, their big offensive guard. He's already committed to Arizona State, a big road grader inside. Go to the other side, you got Stephen Bailey, can play guard, can play center, has multiple Division I scholarship offers now, University of New Mexico State, to name a few. Tanner Hawthorne, big offensive tackle, 6'6" and 270 pounds. He has 3 FCS offers right now, hoping to get a few more. He's gone out to camps, gone to Oregon, gone to Boise State, a few places like that, where hoping to get an FBS level scholarship offer. And then the sleeper of the group might be Jonathan Contreras. He's going to be their first-year starter at left tackle, 6'5" and 290 pounds.
Jason, I went out to Basha High School for their spring practices, expecting to see Ryan Kelly. Was impressed with him, obviously, but came away even more impressed with the core of guys they have at offensive line over for the Bears.
Yeah, I 100% agree. When I went out to Basha, I was just thoroughly impressed with the guys they have up front. One of the best groups collectively in the state of Arizona. My favorite player on that, in that group, is going to be the best prospect probably is Jonathan Nathaniel, only going to be a junior, 2017 player, 6'5" and 255 pounds. Reminds me a little bit of Keenan Walker. No offers yet, but I think this guy's a Pac-12 level player. Colton Dunkel, very solid player, playing left tackle for them right now, going to move inside, at the next level. He's about 6'2" and 275 pounds. He did the most reps of 185 pounds at NAU's Big Man Challenge. And then you look at their 2 guards. You got Nick Sylvester, who's going to move inside from tackle. I like him a lot. And then Anthony Personale is going to be the other guard. A very formidable up front for Basha.
Saguaro over the years has been known for their incredible playmakers, Christian Kirk, now this year Byron Murphy, their quarterbacks they've had, Rebenzer and Corey Lyles, but it's been their offensive line each and every year that has had so much success, and they're going to have a lot of success again this year.
Yeah, you look at those guys, and the reason they've won so many state championships is because they've been so good up front, and it starts with their 2 tackles. You look at Caden Lyles and Corey Stevens, both 2017 prospects, both already have multiple scholarship offers. You got Stevens got Louisville as his biggest one, and then Lyles has been offered by everybody in the country. Then you look at their center. Michael Weinstein was an all-state center as a junior, already has 2 FCS offers, and Jackson Martin might be the biggest kid I've seen all spring. He's like 6'5" and 330 pounds.
Jason, to win at the Division I level in high school football, you have to be tough in the trenches, especially on the offensive line, which means Red Mountain could be a very surprising team in 2015 because of who they have on their offensive line.
Yeah, multiple players that I went out and watched, and I really, really like. And you look at also their coaching staff. Deuce Latui is going to coach the offensive line at Red Mountain, and then Doug Diedrich has been there for quite a few years, and he played Division I football at Iowa State. So they're very, very well coached. But starts up front with their center, Josh McCauley, who I think is the best center in the state, returning as a prospect. You look at him, he's 6'3", 255 pounds, and just a technician. Really, really a big fan of him. Spencer Lewis, tall, long, athletic left tackle, 6'5", 245 pounds. They got another one on the other side, Kevin Leonard, another 6'5" kid playing tackle, and then London Bartholomew on the inside, a very short but nasty and gritty type, typical offensive line kid. They'll come to work every day with his lunch pail.
Finally, Jason, the last offensive line team I want to mention, Sal Point. Going down south, they're going to be tough yet again, and they got some studs down there in the trenches.
Yeah, they have a very huge tradition of producing quality offensive linemen, and their 2 top prospects are both their tackles. Dylan Eckmeyer and Andrew Palomares already have some 4-year level scholarship offers right now. I really like those 2, and I peg them as Division I prospects.
So, Jason, those are the teams that has a great core of players. Let's just talk about a few more individual offensive linemen to make sure that we can't miss going into 2015.
Yeah, you can't talk about offensive linemen and not talk about North Canyon's junior Austin Jackson. Multiple scholarship offers already. Was offered to play in the U.S. Army All-America game. Big time player. Thane Jackson at Gilbert, 6'6" and 270 pounds. I like early what I've seen from him. Already has Division I scholarship offers as well. Roy Lopez at Mesquite, multiple scholarship offers for the All-State returner. Dustin Woodard at Chandler High School, very well coached as well over at Chandler. Chris Chick does a good job with the offensive line. I really am a big fan of Luke Rudolph at Horizon. Already has an offer from South Dakota State. And you look at if you're looking collectively, Desert Edge has a very good group of young offensive linemen that I think are going to end up being Division I players, before it's all said and done.
For the offensive line, that's the guy to talk to. That's Jason Jewell of Scout.com. I'm Jared Cohen. This has been the Recruiting Roundup's Offensive Line Spotlight for the 2015 season, powered by Rock and Refuel Varsity.